Would you prefer to write numbers like this, which is a 1 followed by a bunch of zeros, or like this, which is clearly the number 1 trillion? I know I would prefer to write numbers like this. But let's take a few more practical examples, such as file permissions. We know that file permissions are broken up into 3 sets of 3-bit values: read, write, and execute. Or taken all together, read, write, and execute. Now, you need to apply this for owner, group, and others. So oftentimes, you group all 3 of those values together. Sometimes you'll see it as an octal number like this, 777. But it can also be represented quite nicely and well organized as earlier described 3 sets of 3-bit values. Or, if you're really into mathematical constants, you could write out Champernowne's constant, which is something like this, but kind of goes on forever. So you can imagine it's doing _8, _9, 10, so on and so forth. But here's something that's probably more near and dear to the average web developer's heart: hexadecimal numbers. Let's start with 4 bits. 4 bits is half a byte. So you can write this out as 1, 2, 3, 4, and that equals F. Then, if you need an entire byte, that's actually 2 halves make the whole. That's usually the way that works in math. You have 8 bits here. But you would actually write that much nicer if you broke it up into 2 separate values as 4 bits. But it's still the same value. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 underscore 1, 2, 3, 4. Very easy to read. That also equals hexadecimal FF. You can even break that up into hexadecimal F underscore F. Still one value. This equals that, equals that, equals that. Still the same value. But when you double it into 16 bits, it starts to get a little bit messy, even with the underscores. So now you can regroup them. So you have 4, 4, 4, and 4. Now we know that 16 is most definitely 4 times 4, or 4 groups, 4 bits. But we can reorganize that into 2 groups of 8 bits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, underscore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the same thing as saying FF, FF. Actually, that's supposed to be an X. I made a mistake when I wrote this. How about that? Now, when we move along to 24 bits, things get crazy. How many do we even have 24 here? I have no idea. But when we can break it up into 8, 8, and 8, that's kind of nice, easy to read. Or we can have F, 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 F. I think I just said 7 Fs. That's wild. Maybe I should break that up into FF underscore FF underscore FF. And that is the color white.